If you want to start your own Rust server, check out our sponsor, serverblend.com. They offer by far the best servers. The link to their website is in the description. Before we start talking about water systems, let's get to know everything used to make them. Hose tool, your main tool to connect water sockets together. This allows you to create working water systems, very similar to the wire tool used for electricity. Water containers, water barrel, small water catcher, and large water catcher. These are your three main deployables to store water. The pump allows for the water to efficiently run through the pipes, no matter the height changes throughout the circuit. Can also be switched on and off and requires one electricity. Sprinklers, used to water crops. By using water from the water containers, pumps are essential to provide them with water. Is also planned to be able to extinguish fire in future updates. Splitters, splits a single water flow into 3 separate pipes. At the moment of recording, it has quite a few bugs. Planters, there are 2 types of planters, small and large. You will be using this to grow your crops efficiently. Composter, a deployable used to turn food, plant fiber, and horse dung into usable fertilizer to better grow your plants. The composter works just like a furnace, meaning the more you split it, the faster it decomposes all the items inside. We tried composting every item in the game, and we will showcase the best one to compost further into the video. Now that we covered the basics, let's take a more in-depth look into these tools, uncovering some exploits and ways to utilize them. Farming crops. This part of farming is a little complicated and we would like to keep the video short and simple, so we'll go through this briefly, and if you guys are interested in learning about genetics, growth rates, and all the in-depth details about this, let us know so we can make an exclusive video about it. Genetics. Each plant has 6 variable genes that can affect one or multiple factors regarding its growth. These factors are G, increased growth rate, Y, increased yield gain rate, H, increased hardiness, meaning it can survive better in worse conditions, W, increased water intake, and X is empty. They are visible in the information panel when you look at a crop. Plants can also inherit genes from the plants that are planted near them in the planter box during the crossbreed period of their growth. The details of which genes are recessive and which are dominant would go into another video. Cloning. When the crops are grown, you can choose to either harvest them for their fruits or clone them, which will give you a plant with the exact same genetics. Also keep in mind that if you don't harvest your plants when they're mature, they would die after a certain amount of time. A dead plant would only give plant fibers and no fruits. Plant happiness. To achieve full yield potential, you need to meet these requirements. Light, provide it with a light source like the sun or lamps. Water, this is provided either by sprinklers or by hand. Ground condition, to achieve full ground condition, use fertilizer. And temperature, this is dependent on the biome you're in. Plant resilience, means how much a plant can resist extreme conditions, such as low water, bad ground conditions, low light, and temperature changes. You can view this in the info box of the cloned sapling. Fertilizer. You can put it inside the planter box to increase the ground condition and help your plants grow much better. To acquire fertilizer, you need to use the newly added composter to compost down food, plant fiber, or horse dung. Here are the best things to decompose. And for you guys who sticked around until the end, here is an exploit related to farming. To make your water container never run out of water, the trick is to place 2 pumps and plug them to electricity and switch them on for a brief moment. Then remove their wires and turn them off. Then connect them to the water system. Turn them on, water will still be in use, then turn them off and on again, starting from the second pump. And now the water isn't getting used at all. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please subscribe, it really means a lot. Our videos take us a long time to make because we try to make them the best we can. We are already working on a couple other videos that will be released soon, so stay tuned for that.